Are we live? Hello again, once again. Okay, I'm excited because now I'm very excited because this is a new part. This is how this experiment is evolving, and uh, I'm very, very excited. I'm going to invite TikTok to join me uh, for this second part of the experiment. I'm going to connect this one here now because the phone is running out of battery. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to invite. I'm going to. I just said that I'm going to invite TikTok. So this is day 8. Day. Hold on. Day 8. And what's going to happen now? I'm going to invite you to do some core exercises with me. And since we have plenty of time now, or not here, let's go live on TikTok. Okay, here we are. So this is the second part, and what I want to invite you is to stay with me for core exercises, where I'm going to be sharing with you this new part of how this experiment is evolving. My name is Eduardo Emeres. If you are here for the first time today, uh, I want to invite you to stay because I'm going to be sharing with you about half an hour, 45 minutes of core exercises where I'm going to be uh, talking about not only exercises as per exercises, but as part of communicating and getting a close relationship with your body, mind, and emotions. I am I am a coach. I am a healer. I am a teacher. I am a mystic, a philosopher, uh, a personal trainer, um, a writer, an author. I have written about 4 books. I mean, there is plenty. I still have to learn to how to define myself. I think definitions now I'm learning that just limit you, but somehow it gives you also the ability to have more clarity about not about yourself, but other people about who you are. So I just spent an hour stretching and self-regulating my emotions with Tapellini. So now I'm going to work with core. And for that, I'm going to invite you to lie down on your back to begin our Nabi yoga. And for this, um, do I need to do something different at the moment? I mean, something that this experiment is showing is that the experience is changing as we speak. Oh, I need to get my timer. Uh, so this first exercise is about warming up. I see that this camera is following me. Yes, it's going to lose it because I'm going to have my head down. Hold on. Yes, better like that. So it doesn't follow me around because it's going to confuse. Okay, this first exercise, just to show you about how this inner strength works. Yesterday, well, 2 days ago, I hurt my back. Yesterday, I was in really bad pain. And today, as you can notice, I am a lot more flexible. I can still feel that I need to be careful. But these exercises work very close with lower back pain, with digestive issues, with emotional dysregulation, we want to be working with the navel point, and uh, everything that we do consciously to strengthen our core helps you to regulate everything. I mean, right now I think the situation about the lower back yesterday was about being able to come out and share the experience of pain as it was happening, and then regulate it, grow with it, learn from it, and allow it to move on. I'm going to put on the timer 3 minutes and 33 seconds. The first exercise, very simple. Inhale up, one leg, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And we're going to continue. I mean, I feel that I still need to be careful with my lower back. If you're here with me for the first time, I want to share that this is brand new. This is a brand new extension of the experiment, because I just spent an hour first stretching, half an hour emotional regulation with Tapilini. And now I'm going to be with you about half an hour, 45 minutes, working with the body, and specifically with the navel point and the whole core. Inhale up, exhale down, breathe in, breathe out. Something I like about this set of exercises, which are part of the Nabi Kriya of the Kundalini Yoga, it's about understanding that the body is connected to every part of us. So the body is connected to the mind, to the emotions, and we can work with everything using everything. So you don't have to think that if you have emotional problems, you have to only work through therapy. That you can actually work with your emotions using your body, and not only meditation or breathing, but actual movement. And also, today, I realized that I want to share a lot more of my everyday life, because it's actually quite interesting. I'm someone who has been self-healing for almost 20 years. And just recently began to come out into the world. Imagine it as being in coma and waking up 20 years after, and suddenly realize that you have a life to live. Right, 3 minutes, 33 seconds. For the next exercise, I'm going to use a little caution, because, as I mentioned, I still feel my lower back a little bit fragile. I need to be careful. The next exercise, also 3 minutes, 33 seconds. And I'm going to bring my arms above my shoulders with the palms facing up. Inhale, legs up, both together. Exhale, down. If I would feel a lot stronger, no, this is too much. Inhale up, exhale down. If you can stretch your legs and do both legs up with a bit more stretch. Right now, I have to be careful, so I'm going to flex my knees to make sure that I don't hurt my back. Inhale up, exhale. Why is not? Happy Pride Month to everyone. This is probably the first time in my 55 years of experience in this life that I could say that I'm beginning to learn about gay pride, my own gay pride. For many years, I hid out of shame uh, from myself first, obviously, denial, closet. Uh, that those emotions and those feelings that were awakened very early in my life through sexual abuse at the age of 4, and obviously just created a huge amount of confusion and blame and guilt and resentment. So instead of pride, there were a lot of other emotions that I needed to deal with before I could actually begin to feel pride of my sexuality, uh, of the way I love and express myself. Because I think this is not about who you sleep with. This is who you are as a person. How you express your love, how you express your art, how you express your talents, your abilities and disabilities. This is how you express life in the whole rainbow of colors, not just one color. To realize that we are all colors all the time, regardless of who we sleep with. And from my perspective, the more we accept that variety of, or that permission, we give ourselves permissions to experience whatever we feel like experiencing. Having the freedom of being yourself. Inhale up, exhale down, 3 minutes and a half. I'm going to stay in this position. Let me see if I can change, because I like to use this stool that I have here for the next one. And where's my? Let me see if I can do it. Full range. This one is for bridges. Inhale up, exhale down. If you can, one leg at a time. We're going to do it in blocks of 1 minute and 11 seconds. Right? So I'm going to put closer. Yes. Right. And time. Let's start with one leg. Let's see if I can do it. Like this. One. Inhale up, exhale down. Mm. Mm. Oh, I can still feel the lower back. Mm. Mm. I have to do it on the floor. No, it's actually better here. Mm. 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 Switch. 1 minute, 11 seconds. Whoa. This is the leg. Mm. 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 Whoa. Working with pain, we have to be very, very careful because we have to, well, I have to uh, know how much is too much, how little is too little, and learn to navigate in every single repetition. It's like I don't assume that I can do it. I uh, I am testing, constantly testing and assessing how much can I do and when should I stop. 1 more minute and 11 seconds. Both legs at the same time. Mm. 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 Ah. Mm. 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 Inhale up, exhale down, and now 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Just bringing the knees to the chest, hold them really tight, and stretch. And in this position, we breathe deep. And something that I love about this position is the surrendering. This position is about relaxing in discomfort. It's about surrendering in pain. It's about your ability to let go under pressure, to be able to relax under pressure. And it's a great uh, exercise for the mind as much as for the body. Some people are very good at working under pressure. I am. I mean, actually, the best way to do things for me is under pressure. I always wait till the very last minute to do everything that I want to do. I take my time, and then at the very last minute, I get everything done. Only 3 minutes with 33 seconds in this position. Something that you notice if you're doing this with me is that when you breathe in this position, and you breathe using your stomach, using your diaphragm, when you breathe in, because the stomach, the abdomen has nowhere to go, it pushes down the lower back. And you can feel the release of tension because the lower back has to relax in order to accommodate more space for your air, since you are squeezing your abdomen with your legs. And it's a very nice feeling of releasing the tension on the lower back and the very low vertebrae, the coccyx, the L1, L2, L2, L3, 4, and 5. Ah. At the very end, I was gonna say, okay, let's come down of this position, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. And whoa. I'm gonna turn around for the next exercise. As you notice, I know how to get up in pain. Okay, now for the next exercise, we're gonna start from the previous position. This one I call the crosses. I don't know if it has a very specific name. We start from the previous exercise with holding the knees. I'm going to put again my support for the lower back. Yes. And from this position, I'm going to open up. Let me see. Let me just check first how far I can go. Okay, yes. Normally, it's 45 degrees. Inhale, a bit lower would be, but in my case, I would have to be a bit higher because of the lower back. And come back. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. For those without lower back pain, you can go 45 degrees to the front, which is normally about where the knob of the door is. You can imagine where the uh, the door of the knob would be, and just aim your both legs in that angle. If you have lower back pain or your legs are too heavy and it's too difficult, just try to aim higher to the ceiling, depending on your level of strength or your level of pain. All right, I'm gonna put on a timer, 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Let me just check that it's running. Yep. So breathe in, breathe out. You have to be so careful assessing every single movement. I mean, I am someone who likes to really push the boundaries. And because of that uh, ability or disability, I don't know, I have I have crossed many times boundaries that have put myself in pain and in danger, I would even say. I've been very lucky to always been able to bounce back, which is one of uh, the reasons I share my experience, because I've been able to come back from points of no return so many times that have allowed me to bring information that normally would not be accessible since it's a point of no return. Does that make sense? In my Substack, I've written articles about near-death experience, my experience, and what I encounter on the other side, and what I saw, what I experienced during my near-death experiences. And if you want, you can always, you're very much invited to join my Substack. If you want the address, you can find it on my website, emeriscode.com/mastering myself. And at the very bottom of the page, you will find a set of links. And in one of those links, you will see Substack, and you can just click and go into my publication and find there are 3 articles called Hell, Tunnel, and Heaven. And these are the 3 articles I wrote about my experience of the near death. If you are interested in that kind of thing. For me, having that experience was, I can say, relevant for my healing. Knowing that there is more for certain, at least for me, having that certainty gave me power, of self-belief and belief and faith in a universe that is intelligent, coherent, aware, of course, and non-judgmental. This is one of the things that really stood out. It's a non-judgmental, because something that you can see from that point is definitely the bigger picture. And something that you see within the bigger picture is, I call them soul contracts. It's like, imagine that everything that happens, or everyone that you meet and creates a connection or impact in your life, in whichever way, positive, negative, painful, healing, uh, every single encounter that you have in your life, it's agreed upon in advance. So it's like someone who you're going to meet is going to be your lover and you're going to have a great time. You agreed to meet on this time and have that experience. But exactly the same thing happens with those who come to your life and create pain and abuse and trauma. That experience was also agreed upon. And that is probably the most difficult part to accept, that we agreed from that perspective to experience the pain. And you would say, but why? Because I asked that question, why? And in one sentence, I can say it in a very mystical and philosophical way, and I can expand as much as you want. But in one sentence, the why would be to experience what you are. You have to first know what you are not. Does that make sense? Maybe not. Not at the beginning. But when you begin to question, inhale, exhale. When you begin to question, that was 7 minutes and 33 seconds, by the way. And exhale, just stretch a little bit. Okay. When you begin to question what you are not, and realize how many layers of not real you are you using in your identity, when you begin to see, oh, the people pleaser, oh, you are experiencing the not being enough. For example, that is one of the key elements. When you say, well, I'm not enough this or not enough that, and then you realize, yes, actually, I am enough. I have everything that I need to experience myself. And that switch is, it tells you exactly how to experience the what you are not in order to know what you are. Does that make sense? I think that it begins to get a little bit clearer, isn't it? When you experience I am not enough, and then through the transformation, through your own healing, through your own ability to let go of pain and begin to embrace what you really want to experience, which is you want to experience that you are enough. And through that process, you can begin to know who you truly are. And you will say, well, why do I have to experience the not enough in order to experience the I am enough? Well, the only reason is contrast. You cannot know light if everything is light. You cannot experience darkness if everything is darkness. But when you have darkness and suddenly you have some light, oh, you say, oh, this is light. And then it makes sense. And then it makes perfect, coherent paradox in your mind because it's all go, oh, yes. It's confusing. If I try to understand it and I go too deep into it, it's too confusing. But if I allow it to look at it without questioning too much, without and just allowing my senses to tell me, oh, this makes sense, or not. I mean, my intuition, my knowing, my mind, and everything, my coherence. If it says, oh yeah, yeah, it does make sense, without trying to understand it too deeply, uh, it simply falls into place. It just makes sense. And if we allow ourselves to be guided by that common sense, very British, which I love, uh, then things begin to take a very different aspect. You understand, okay, I had to experience the not knowing, I had to experience the not being to be able to experience the knowing and the being. And then, oh, yes. So then in that case, I'm gonna stand up because the last one of the exercises that this Kriya does that I haven't been doing is one standing up. So I'm gonna stand up. I'm going to change these cameras a little bit. I'm going to, yes, because this next uh, exercise, can I be seen? I have to be very careful because of the lower back pain, and for that, I'm going to bring this stool here so it's in front of the camera. There it is. Normally, would be hands up, breathe in, and then you breathe out and you bend all the way down to the floor. And then, so breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out for 1 minute and 33 seconds. Because of the lower back pain that I have at this point, I have to be very careful, and I'm going to use the stool to stop. So I'm going to go breathe in. Let me see if I can do it. No, I cannot even reach the stool. Hold on. So I'm just going to go to my thighs. I'm going to go here, right? Let's go. 1 minute and a half. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Wait, wait, wait. Mm. 10 seconds. Oh my God, has felt like an hour. Inhale up. Oh my God. Yes. Right. And then we take a little, this was the end, by the way. It was the last one. Let me bring down this camera. And this camera. Are we there? Yes. Okay, let's take a little break. Whoa. And some relaxation. Palms facing up. Relax. Let go. We're not gonna stay too long here because obviously there's. If you want to stay relaxing, please stay. I'm gonna come up slowly. You don't have to come up. Uh, I know there is someone there. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Let me see who is online on this one. I have the very slight suspicion it's Clavis Redmond. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Okay, stay there. Relax, relax, relax. I just wanna close. Let me see how long I've been. 42 minutes on the second transmission of today's. If you want to join me tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning, I begin with. Uh, I begin. This is exactly how I hurt my back 2 days ago. Just in that stretch. Okay. So if you want to follow me tomorrow, I start at 6 o'clock with half an hour stretching, and then half an hour of tapilini for emotional self-regulation. And then I close that transmission, I open a new one. And well, I don't know tomorrow because I start work tomorrow early. But yeah, because I start at 10, so I have plenty of time. What time is it now? Oh no, plenty of time. So yes, I will start at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, sorry, at 7 o'clock ish. I will start a new transmission for this set of exercises, focusing on the navel point and the core to allow us to have a very tight and structured emotional resilience. And I want to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with me. And I look forward to continue this experiment of mastering myself, growing in front of you, sharing the experience in front of you, and allowing you to witness transformation in real time. Happy Gay Pride Month, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I'm gonna stay with TikTok. So thank you, Facebook, and thank you, YouTube. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.